Welcome back, everyone, to Heart Renderings. Today's prompt is Living as He Did. He was known as the little old man who lived down the hall. I'd say he was in his 80s. Very sweet and starting to shuffle a bit. Is that the passage into older age? Not sure, and I'm working on never having that characteristic. We all loved him. Charlie was his name, and he had no family that any of us knew about. He belonged to a book club in the building and always had lots to share with us. But as far as I know, none of us had ever ventured into his apartment. Well, actually, we had never been invited. And you know how rumors fly around when you wonder without any evidence about anything. I felt the rumors made him more interesting in some way. We, the neighbors in the building, loved hearing one after the other to great peals of laughter. Of course, we were too polite to inquire, and we were having too much fun imagining all we heard whispering around him. Charlie was, or is, a generous man. Whenever there was a charity drive, he'd be the first door we knocked on. He was always so happy to help, and often we were astonished at the hundreds he'd peel off into our little fundraising bucket. He's lived here as long as anyone could remember, and we heard he had a lovely wife, Lily, who passed before I moved in. Everyone loved her as well, and again, no one could remember ever being invited into their place. Well, as it turned out a few weeks back, Charlie had a health crisis, heart attack, I believe, and the EMTs took him to the hospital. Naturally, some of us were there out of concern, wishing him well on his way out of the building, and someone told the EMTs we'd lock up for him. And of course, a few of us had to go in to see who this person was really. To our surprise, his place was neat as a pin. Hardly could imagine anyone lived there, let alone an older man. And then someone spied an old picture. It was a family in front of some gates. It was a camp. Dachau. Must have been on a return visit. There were other photos scattered around of family earlier years. And so we learned he lost everyone during the war. We were his family, and we will celebrate big time when he comes home. The end. Thank you for listening.